Glad to have you with us from Bowers Stadium. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Rams will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcats offense will start this game off with the football. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. The short hands, it's Jackson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. On the ground, it's Jackson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Caught behind the line. It's Barry Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Sam Houston. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Colorado State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The Rams will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Jackson.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it after 14. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Down after a pickup of 5, they'll mark it at the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Jackson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They get to him as he throws.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Jackson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent result. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Got the quick pass. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Bearcats are flying down the field. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Trying to barge their way in. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They've converted on fourth down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give on the counter. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area.
Might have a chance. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. With the catch, it's Fareed. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Right on target this time. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's got the tight end. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Rams! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there, a touchdown here. And I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone. And that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime. But they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Number 81 on the field goal.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Huntsville. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Daly. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Colorado State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room he will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll open the second half with a run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Scanning the field, it's Kelly. The throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vereen. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game.
Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. On the option. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Rams will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run with ball. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. The run inside. It's Jackson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Takes a catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the counter. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Got a little grass. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this first down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Number 38, set to kick this one off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's ball. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll try the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Trying to run, it's ball. There's a crease, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he added the extra point. He'll return it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's a give to Parker. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quick strike complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Parker.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Took a shot as he threw.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Break.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Flood. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. Bring in the heat. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
And how about this defense coming up big, man? They give up some yardage. They get down the field, but on 4th and goal, they get the big stop. They still have the lead. They get the ball back. That's the way you bow your neck up in crunch time.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle and runs through another guy. Racing down the left side. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
After back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.